On the other side of the bracket, I mean, you can pretty much. Well, let's talk about that. We got the
Nah, you could
Nuggets.
say it. You could say it. You could say the same thing.
Yeah, you can kind of say it. You can say that it's gonna possibly be a beatdown, but let's talk about it anyways. The Nuggets versus the Timberwolves. Obviously, we know how the Timberwolves got into the playoffs. You know, with they had their little play-in antics. Rudy Gobert got suspended for the first game against the Lakers, and they won their second game, and now they're in the playoffs against MVP candidate and Jokic and his full squad, pretty much. Murray and Michael Porter Jr. Who you got for this one in the series?
Well, this one, man, I still think it's gonna be an interesting series.
Mm.
The Twin Towers and Gobert and Towns against Jokic is still gonna be great to watch. Um, at the end of the day, you got the best team in basketball, pretty much. Uh, I I think they had, yeah. I'm thinking of, I'm pretty sure that only that they have the best record, but at the end of the day, even when you take, I mean, and this is me just being unbiased, take the Celtics, take the Bucks. Like I do think that the Nuggets still got the best team in basketball. I mean, I seen a stat a few weeks ago where it was like a Jokic post up is the most efficient play in basketball right now, and it's not even close. Whether
That's a
he's
fact.
scoring, whether he's passing out of it, pretty much the efficiency of him, you giving a ball to him in a post is gonna pretty much give you a basket, and that's what they made their whole identity off all season, man. They can score. You
Hmm.
got Mr. Jokic, who's gonna give you a damn near triple double. Obviously, we all know what Murray's bringing to the table, and love that he's doing what he can do coming back from his injury. And at the end of the day, we got what's it called? I'll be watching TikToks about Michael Porter Jr. And it's basically like they got a saying that Michael Porter Jr. never seen a basket he didn't like. I swear to God, it's
He be
true.
shooting, boy. He be shooting.
That man shoot everything, but the crazy part is he's still efficient.
Very
He
efficient.
still be dropping 20-point games off a 10-11 shooting, a couple rebounds, and obviously 0 to 1 assists. So he's definitely doing his thing, and I do think that whole team is coming to its own.
That's for sure.
Gordon's getting back into full strength too, so I do like their chances, but I definitely want to see how that big man uh trio kind of compares with each other. Like, who do you think is gonna like, do you think they're just gonna straight put Gobert in him, obviously as a defensive player? And then do you think that Jokic is gonna be guarding Towns instead of Gobert? Like, how do you think that matchup's really gonna work?
Yeah, I actually do think that Jokic is going to be guarding Towns because I think that they both play kind of similar in that 3 point line starting out, getting the ball in that 3 point line. Towns always looks for threes as well. Obviously, he's a 3 point champion as far as All-Star game, but you know, Jokic definitely plays that same type of style where he gets the ball at the 3 point line, looks around, and if he doesn't like the look, then he passes it out to his point guard and goes inside. But I definitely agree there. I mean, on the other side of the defense, I do think that you're gonna get Rudy on Jokic most times. But watching what happened the first game, I mean, Denver just they played incredible. I mean, they had one of the biggest playoff wins in their history. They won by 29 points, but like just the way that they won was incredible. Like they literally shut them down every sense of the way. They didn't let them score down low. After this was after like the second quarter because the middle of the second quarter they were both tied up, but right after that it was pretty much over. Like they stopped letting them score down low, and all they had like the Minnesota tried to do was shoot threes, and they were barely making like 30%. So honestly, like that's a way that they could stop them if they could stop them from scoring down low and not let Gobert and obviously Cat, do work down low and just kind of have him rely on that three. Then that's a way that they can win this series, and I think they're gonna win it honestly easily. I think this series it comes down to Jokic, Michael Porter Jr. But right now, everyone's playing well. Like the first game, everyone went over double digits. They had six guys over double digits, and they're just distributing the ball so well. Like everyone's passing it around, and honestly, I got this series as a sweep, sweep. Bring in the brooms.
Damn, you calling it a
Bring out
sweep?
the brooms. I got it as a sweep, bro.
You
Bring
don't
the
think
brooms out.
Minnesota could even win one game?
No games. Not the way that they've been playing. They match up. I thought that they were going to match up a little bit better against them, but the way that I saw Rudy trying to, hold down Jokic and it wasn't working. Jokic was just distributing the ball very well. He was getting assists, And obviously down low, I do think that, um, Rudy at times he misses easy shots. Like even if he has a guy like Aaron Gordon guarding him, he can miss an easy like shot that he's like from 8 feet from the basket, trying to shoot a backboard shot. But honestly, I do think that the talent is on Denver's side. One thing I will say though, they weren't the best team in the league this season. It was Milwaukee. They had the best
It
record.
was, yeah. No,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why
most
I
NBA,
didn't think
but
they had the best record. Yeah.
but other than that, like they were the second best team, and Jokic showed why he deserves to be an MVP candidate, and why he's been a two-time MVP winner. I definitely think they're moving on and moving on quickly from this team. What about you though? Who you think gonna win it? Honestly,
Uh, Honestly, I do got the Nuggets winning. I do
ooh,
got them losing one game. I think
you
it's
got
one
one.
game where Minnesota's going to get a chance to show off some decent shooting. Minnesota's above average at 3-point shooting, as weird as it sounds, because they don't seem like they have that team. And that's actually one of Denver's weakness. So I do think that Minnesota does switch some game plan, especially with pulling Jokic out from the paint, guarding Cat, and find a way to win one game. But yeah, I mean, pretty much like you said, the overall just Jokic, Murray, Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, that four man combo right there is just absolutely disgusting. You still got players coming in like Bruce Brown and Caldwell Pope still
Yep.
putting up double digit points
Mhm.
average throughout the season. So it's like basically with certain losses of players. But you pretty much had 5 to 6 people consistently
They
dropping
still got
double
a
digit points.
they still got a deep bench. Yeah, even when they
Deep,
lose player,
deep
deep
bench.
bench.
Exactly.
And they got rid of Bones Highland, which was
I would
a
say he
big
was the
scorer
only
for
other
them, and he was
person that was
yeah.
averaging like over 10 that they lost. But besides him, they still got Jokic, Murray, Porter, Gordon, Brown, and Pope. So that's literally what
Wait,
one, two,
six
three,
guys.
4, 6 guys exactly
Yeah, six
scoring
guys
double
over
digit
10.
average
And that's
throughout
literally
the
what happened
season.
last game in the
And
first.
that's
I'm
what you
sorry, the
said
first
that they did
game.
the first game exactly. So that just goes to show how lethal that team's gonna be on offense, and that's pretty much what they've been doing all year. Fifth in offense efficiency, fourth in 3-point shooting. Pretty much, they still slowed down towards the end of the year, but that was honestly due to coasting. They haven't played a meaningful game in basketball in almost a month now. They just already knew they were clinched and pretty much just kind of were just going through the motions. Gordon
Yep.
was also missing as well. So now that he's back, like I said, this team is going to be very lethal to deal with. Such an issue scoring the ball, and it honestly makes up for their average defense. So I definitely do think Minnesota exposed that average defense just once with a good 3-point shooting night.
Hmm.
But definitely do got this as a Nuggets win in 5. I got a
Oh,
4-1.
fine. Yeah, I mean, I could see them getting one. I could definitely see them getting one, but honestly, I do think that, like I said, Denver is just the overall better team. They got, like you said, six guys that are scoring double digit figures right now. And honestly, there's nobody that can get in their way the way that they're playing offensively right now. Not yet, at least. Not
In the
yet, but
West.
not yet. Until they meet somebody, in the next series and that Phoenix LA Clippers series, then we'll talk about it. But like I said, bringing those brooms for Denver, bring them.